The narrative so far since the trade deal between President Trump and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping after last week's meeting has been positive. But the real question is, will the tariffs drama end? Now, according to Trump, the meeting was 12 on a scale of 1 to 10. Xi responded, saying he is willing to work with Trump after the talks. But would the latest Trump-Xi deal be a case of deja vu or a game changer? Between now and April, could there be another flare-up between the US and China similar to what we have seen earlier this year? The questions come largely due to Trump's trade brinksmanship this year. On June 11th, after a phone call with Xi, Trump had posted on Truth Social that our deal with China is done, subject to final approval with President Xi and me, adding, "The relationship is excellent." As it turned out, the deal was not done and the relationship was not excellent. US-China's tit-for-tat trade rhetoric escalated soon after. In a similar tone, Trump said the Xi meeting last week was amazing and added that a lot of decisions were made. But will this time be any different? For now, Trump and Xi's truce has brought both sides time. Both presidents have put limits on their trade war in a 12 out of 10 summit. The threat of an additional 100% US tariff on Chinese goods is not applicable anymore. The US has further lowered import duties on China to 47% from 57%. Trump said China's fentanyl tariffs were cut by 10% from 20% earlier, as she has promised to take strong action. But will they seek more leverage in the broader trade fight, which has now been pushed by a year? The White House announced the details of the deal. However, there were gaps between what the US and China have said about the trade agreement, compared to the specific details provided by officials in the Trump administration. China's remarks were more broad-based. For example, Trump said that China had agreed to immediately begin purchasing massive amounts of soybeans, sorghum, and other farm products. US Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins said that Beijing had committed to buying at least 87 million tons of US soybeans over the next few years. However, the Chinese statement simply read, "A consensus was reached on expanding agricultural trade."